Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I'm your other Taekook. It's a complete boy and boy FF. If you don't like my voice, mute guys. A loud thunder echoed as the rain poured heavily. The sound of the car creaked occurred in the lonely place as the people inside the car were shocked and scared. What happened to John? RM. The car broke down. Jin. What? What are we gonna do now? Another sound occurred as they looked beside and saw another car. It was raining heavily. They slid down the glass a little as they asked, Jin, did your car also broke down? Yes, Jin Hyung. Hobby, today is a unlucky day for us. What's next, Yoongi? Yoongi, don't know, Jimin. What will we do now? They shook their head because they don't know what to do. After some time of sitting in the car, trying to start the car, but they couldn't as they given up and simply sat in the car. Are we gonna sit here like this? Are you scared, baby? The me being scared? No way. You know I'm brave, hubby. Tay smiled as he caressed his hands, which was intertwined with his baby. He saw Jungkook gulping while looking outside. Tay, don't worry, baby. I'm here, okay? He said, holding his hands tightly as a lightning occurred, which made Jungkook jump in his place. Tay pulled him in his lap while hugging him tightly. Jungkook, I'm scared, hubby. He whispered in small voice as he snuggled in his chest while two pair of eyes were looking at them boringly, while one were staring at them while smirking. Again a loud thunder occurred and then a laughing sound was heard from behind. Taekook looked at back seat and saw Yoongi on Jimin's lap while Hobie was laughing there watching them. Tae, when did you entered? Hobie arm broke Jin's phone as they were fighting. And it's too risky, so I quickly come here. He said, laughing as he looked at Yoongi and Jimin, who was being dramatic as he looked at them boringly. Yoongi, hubby, I'm scared. Yoongi said dramatically while snuggling on Jimin's chest while sitting on his lap. Yoongi, oh hubby, I'm scared. Yoongi said as Jimin patted his back while saying, as he held his laughter. Jimin, don't worry baby, I'm here. Tae looked at them glaring while Jungkook looked at them with a pout. Jungkook, hubby. Tae, don't mind them baby. he said, hugging Jungkook tightly as he glared at them while they laughed out loudly. The rain stopped for some time as they get down off the car looking around. It was night time now. Jin, grandma is gonna surely get mad now. It was very creepy as it is very dark as they were looking around while sighing. Tae, there is no range here. Yoongi, I tried that before too, Tae. There is no signal here, he said while kicking the stone. Hobby, oh god, we should not have taken this shortcut. Everyone looked at Jimin, who smiled nervously. Jimin, why are you looking at me? I don't know this and all will happen. Jungkook, no, what should we do? Stay here like this? Jimin, let's walk and find a place to stay. They took their things as it's no point of staying there as they decided to walk as to find some way to reach the village. Kim Taehyung and Jeon Jungkook, son of two CEO of Kim and Jeon Enterprises, are engaged now and they will get married in a few weeks. They were high school sweethearts who were in love with each other from childhood. Yoonmin is dating and Namjin is already married as Sobi also dating. Tae and RM are brothers while Jungkook and Suga are brothers and Jimmy and J-Hope is their friends. So now they are going to their grandma's house, which is in a village as it's her 65th anniversary. They sighed as they started walking as after some time of walking, drop of water fall on Jungkook's cheeks as he looked up. He was holding Tae's hands as he stopped on his track. Tae, what happened, baby? Jungkook, rain, he said as he smirked while looking in front as they slightly back away and they saw a shelter and they quickly went there. Loud thunder occurred as rain started pouring in the wet ground as Jungkook looked at them while laughing as they completely drenched in rain. They heard a laughing sound as they come to the shelter while Jungkook was laughing looking at them while leaning on Tae's chest, who was smiling while looking at him. Jimin come towards him as Jungkook hugged Tae tightly while Tae glared at him, hugging his baby tightly. Jungkook showed his tongue to Jimin, who glared at him. Jin, guys, look there. He pointed at a board as it was showing a name of a hotel. RM, shall we go there? Let's stay there tonight. Yoongi, yeah, let's go. They all ran towards the direction as Tae held Jungkook's hand and started running while keeping his hands above his head. They reached the hotel as they stood while looking around. Hobby, it's looking like a good place. Jimin, yeah. Jungkook stood there while looking at Tae as Tae caressed his hairs as they were staring at each other. Yoongi, oh god, I can't with these two. Jimin held Yoongi's waist while pulling him towards himself, who was looking at him. Jimin, Yoongi, Yoongi, Jimin, Jimin, baby, Yoongi, baby. Tae had his hands around Jungkook's waist as when they heard Yoonmin talking, they looked at them. Tae, get lost, both of you. Jungkook snuggled in his chest while glaring at his brother. Jungkook, you both have been doing this for a while. I'm gonna put cockroaches in your room on your wedding night, he said, looking at them, who wiped their eyes as they went from there slowly, because if he said like that, he will surely do it. He's a complete brat and he do pranks on them, only to a limit as for fun. Since he is the youngest, everyone pamper him a lot. He teases everyone and they will tease him back to see his angry face. Angry Jungkook is so cute, but they make them pay if they made his baby upset or sad. Let me tell you what happened when they pranked the younger and made him cry. Tae was in his office checking some papers when he got a call. Tae, hello? Yoongi, Tae, where are you? Tae, I'm in office. What happened? Yoongi, Jungkook is in hospital. Tae stood up with wide eyes as his body became numb hearing it. He don't know what to do. His whole body stopped by hearing it. His bunny is in hospital? His mind was not working. He became numb. His heart stopped beating. Yoongi, hello Tae, are you there? Come to XXX hospital soon. Tae quickly ran outside, scared as his heart was beating fastly. Tae mind, no, 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 nothing will happen to my bun. Please baby, please be safe. His eyes poured tears as he started the car with wobbly hands. His whole body was shaking and his heart was hurting a lot. He felt his heart being knocked out. He quickly went to hospital, running inside the hospital, and he saw his bun sitting on the chair. His heart was a little calm when he saw Jungkook there. He quickly went to him, pulling him in his arms as Jungkook stopped crying as he felt himself being pulled in a familiar arms. He hugged him back tightly while crying. Tae broke the hug while looking at him from head to toe. Tae, are you fine, baby? Jungkook nodded, looking at him confusingly. Jungkook hugged him tightly while sobbing on his chest. Tae, baby, won't stop crying and tell me what happened. Jungkook, Hyungi. He looked at him clearly while wiping his tears. Jungkook, you here, right? I'm not dreaming, right? Tay, I'm here, Bun. Please don't cry. Bun, Jungkook. He cannot complete his words as he cannot stop crying. Tay, Bun, tell me what happened. Yoongi was there looking at them. Tay hugged Jungkook tightly, who snuggled in his chest while sobbing as Tay's heart ached seeing his baby crying like this. Tay caressed his hairs softly while whispering sweet things in his ears as he kissed his cheeks multiple times, who just tightened the hug more. Tay, Yoongi, what happened? Yoongi, I don't know, Tay. I saw him coming here crying. I followed him and I called you because he kept crying and telling your name. I asked him what happened, but he didn't say anything. Hey, Bun, what happened, baby? Jungkook, Hyungi, Jin, Jimin come there while running as they stopped when they saw them standing there. Yoongi, I think it's better you both should go home right now. Jungkook sobbed more as Tae took him in his arms as he nodded and they went to their home. Yoongi, weren't you guys with him? What happened? Jimin, Yoongi, don't get mad, okay? Yoongi, it's based on what you say. Come on, spill the tea. Jin, it's weekend I pranked him. Yoongi, what? Jimin, let's go from here. We will tell you everything. Yoongi, what do you guys pranked him that made him cry this much? Jimin sighed while looking at Jin, who was looking at him. Flashback. Jungkook was watching TV as Jin and Jimin come to Jeon Mansion as they saw Jungkook sitting on the couch. Jin looked at Jimin who was looking at him. Jimin, shall we prank him like he did to us few days back? Jin, like putting fake cockroach in snacks? Jimin, no, more than that. Jin, what? Jimin, shall we just say that they had met in an accident and all? Jin, it's good, but don't you think it's too much? Jimin, I don't think so. Let's do it. And we can reveal it after some time. Jin nodded as they went to Jungkook while running and started their acting. Jungkook, what happened to Hyungs? Why are you guys running? Jimin, Jungkook, Tae, Jungkook, yeah, Tae, what happened? That's it for his heart to stop beating. His eyes filled with tears as he stared at them. Jungkook, you both are joking, right? His voice cracked as tears fall down from his eyes. Jin, no, Cookie, we are not. Jungkook looked at them with pale face as he started breathing heavily while looking at them. He don't know what to do. His heart was paining like hell. His heart hurting a lot. His body became paralyzed that he can't even stand up. He gulped while looking at them before stooding up and running away. He ran as fast as possible, taking his car with tear-filled eyes, which was flowing down his chubby cheeks. As he reached there and he checked the entire hospital, but he couldn't find him. He stood there holding his ears while crying out loudly, not knowing what should he do. Jin and Jimin followed him as they panicked, seeing the younger running away, not listening to their. Yoongi looked at both of them with anger and disappointment. Yoongi, I'm so disappointed at you both. You both went too far. Jimin, Yoongi, no, first listen to me. Did he ever prank you guys like this? At a point where he was close to get a panic attack? No, right? They shook their head. Because he is my brother. I'm not defending him. He too do pranks and teasing people, but he never hurt anyone. He kept limiting in everything. But you guys? Jimin, I'm sorry Yoongi, please forgive me. Yoongi, it's not me who you should say sorry, it's Jungkook. Jin, we didn't think it will be like this. Yoongi, what if something happened to him? You know, these things aren't funny. They both looked down ashamed as Yoongi said as he went from there. Jungkook was now sniffing as Tae made him sit on the bed while caressing his ears. Jungkook, don't go please. Tae, I'm not going anywhere, Bun. After some time of pampering, he looked at Jungkook, who had kept his head on his chest while deep in thoughts. Tae, Bun, tell me, why did you cry? Jungkook looked at him while capturing his lips as he kissed him, while holding his nape as Tae caressed his back softly. They kissed tenderly, passionately, and softly, while Tae cupped his cheeks as Jungkook calmed himself in his Hyungi's arms. A sense of warmth spread over him. As soon they broke the kiss, he looked at Jungkook, who was panting while looking at him. He caressed his cheeks and kissed his forehead. Tae, tell me, Bun, what happened? Jungkook looked down and said everything while Tae gritted his teeth as anger gushed inside him. Jungkook, I was so scared. I can't live without you, Tae. I will. Tae smashed his lips into Jungkook, kissing him hungrily as Jungkook stopped talking while a tear slipped down his cheeks. He held his waist while hovering over his baby while caressing his ears. Tae, don't ever say it. Do you hear me? Jungkook felt a shiver at the deep voice as he nodded slowly. Tae looked at him softly while kissing his forehead. Tae, I'm here, Bun. I'm not going anywhere. Jungkook, I was scared. I felt like I lost everything. I couldn't breathe. I cannot see you heard Hyungi. I was so scared. Tae hugged him tightly as he kept saying sweet things into his ear. It took 3 months to Jungkook to come back into himself as everyone pampered him a lot, mostly Tae. Jin and Jimin were guilty and asked forgiveness from them, who was not talking to them. Another 4 months of them being consistent in gaining forgiveness from them, as Jungkook forgave them, but Tae didn't. He didn't talk to them or let Jungkook be talking to them. But seeing his puppy eyes, he fall for it. Present. They entered inside the hotel and looked at it because it was beautiful. They went to the counter, but there was nobody. Jungkook, I don't feel good staying here. They were hands in hands, standing there. Yoongi, is anybody here? No one comes there. Tae, we're all when opening the door like this. Jin, hello, is anybody here? We wanna book a room. Hello, welcome to XXX Hotel. They all flinched when they heard, as they looked at the counter as a girl was there standing with a sickening smile. Aram, is any room available here? Girl, yes sir. Yoongi, we want 3 rooms. Hobby, what about me? Jimin, you can stay in our room. Hobby nodded. They all went to the room. As they entered inside, while Jungkook fell on the bed with a sigh. Jungkook, I'm so tired. Tay, take a bath, baby. Jungkook, no, I don't wanna. Tay, Aish, my lazy bunny. Jungkook, yours bunny is so tired. Don't call him lazy. I'm not, he said while turning over the bed with a pout while glaring at him. Tay laughed while taking him in his arms, who wiggled, kicking his legs as Tay held it while wrapping it around his waist. Everyone is sleeping peacefully as Jungkook squirmed in his sleep as he opened his eyes, sitting on the bed and saw the open window as he went there, closing it. He went to the bathroom and come back and saw the window open as he confusingly went there, closing it. Jungkook, I closed it before going to the bathroom. How it is again opened? Maybe I didn't close it. He shrugged his thoughts and went to the bed and drank some water while cuddling his fiancée. A wind blew on his face as he opened his eyes and saw the window opened again. He quickly sat on the bed with widened eyes as he gulped while staring at the window. He slowly got down from the bed, walking to the window with slow steps. He went to it while closing the window again and sighed and went back to the bed, but he stopped on his track when he heard a cracking sound as his heart was beating, being scared. He gulped while slowly looking back and saw the window slowly opening its own. He screamed loudly while holding his ears as Tae woke up and saw Jungkook sitting on the bed while screaming. Tae, baby, what happened? Jungkook opened his eyes and saw Tae looking at him while he was sitting on the bed. He looked at the window which was closed. He panted heavily as he stared at Tae, who pulled him in his arms. Tae, what happened? Bun had a nightmare. Jungkook shook his head while looking at him, explaining everything. Jungkook, it's not a nightmare. I saw it opening its own. Tae hummed while making him lay on his top while leaning on the headboard of the bed. Tae, it's alright baby, I'm here, you sleep, okay? Hyungi is here. Tae cuddled him while humming a song as Jungkook drifted into his dreamland while Tae stared at the window. Jimin was sleeping peacefully in his bed as Yoongi was sleeping beside him while Hobie in a single bed. He took the duvet covering him as he slept, but he whined when it go away. Jimin, Yoongi, give me my blanket. He took the blanket covering himself, but it went away from him as he again took it, but it slipped off his hands more like someone dragged it away. He opened his eyes while saying, Jimin, Yoongi, give the duvets to me too. His words were cut off when he saw Yoongi not there and he looked for the duvet on the bed and on the floor. But it was not there. He looked around the room confusingly. Hobie was sleeping peacefully as he looked there too. He stood there in confusion as he heard some sound as he saw Yoongi coming out of the bathroom as he looked at Jimin. Jimin, why did you took the duvet to the bathroom? Yoongi, what are you saying, Jimin? Jimin, I was sleeping but you took the duvet away. Yoongi, I took the duvet, then what is in your hand? Jimin, what? He looked at his hands as he saw the duvet on his hands. He screamed while throwing it away. He was scared as he clearly remembered it wasn't in his hands. Hobie woke up hearing the scream as he looked at them. Yoongi, what happened? Jimin, it wasn't there in my hands, but now it. Yoongi, Jimin, you are tired and sleepy, so it's common. Let's sleep. He held his hands as Hobie stared at them weirdly before laying on the bed. Yoongi took him to the bed while they slept as Jimin was very scared. In Namjoon's room, Jin went to the bathroom as he came outside and saw Aram standing while looking at the mirror as he went to him. Jin, what happened to June? He went to him while placing his hands on his shoulder. Hearing no voice, he looked at the mirror, but he became a statue, not seeing him. But he cannot see Junie there. He slowly moved backwards as he can only see him on the mirror. He looked at the bed as he saw Aram sleeping. He slowly looked at a friend, but he screamed when he saw a black colored thing facing him. Aram woke up quickly while looking at Jin, who was screaming as he went to him. Aram, what happened? Jin opened his eyes while looking at Aram as he said everything. Aram, what are you saying? Jin, believe me, June, I saw it. Aram, I don't think so. You must be seeing things. There is nothing here. Come on, let's sleep. Jin went to the bed being scared as he tried to sleep but he couldn't. Jungkook was sleeping on Tae's chest. While Tae wasn't asleep, he frowned when he heard a screaming sound. Jungkook woke up slowly because of the loud sound as Tae looked at him. Jungkook, what happened? What's that sound? Tae, I don't know, baby. Jungkook, shall we go and check? What if it's Hyung's? Tae nodded while they went outside the room, and the sight they saw shocked them. The house completely changed, full of spider webs, no lights. The walls was full of cracks. It looked like an old home, completely changed from how it was when they come here. Hyungs come there when they heard the noise as they all come out. Jungkook, what's that sound? Jimin, we don't know. I thought it was you guys. Jungkook, we thought it's you guys. It's creepy. Jimin, didn't I tell you something is not correct here? Jungkook, what happened? Jimin said everything, in which Jin also looked at them while saying what happened. Jimin looked at Jin, eyeing him who was looking at him. Jimin, Yoongi, I think Aram Hyung, he whispered slightly as Yoongi gulped as Jimin said. Jimin, Jin Hyung, come here. Jin come to him as Jimin held his hands while backing away. Aram, what happened, guys? He said while looking at them, who was backing away. Tae, what happened? Yoongi, he thinks Aram is a ghost. They slowly looked at him while ready to run away. Tae, seriously, guys, you think like that? Aram, hey, I'm not a ghost. Jin, Jimin, leave my hands. He's not. Jimin, how can you be so sure? Jin, he broke my watch while coming here. Jimin, oh thank God, then he is Aram Hyung. They heard a laughing sound again, in which they all was confused. They followed the sound and at last stopped on their track. It had showed many ways splitted as they stood there thinking which way should they go. Tae, let's split up guys, everyone nodded. Taekook went together while Aram, Jin, Hobie together and Yoonmin together. Jungkook was holding Tae's hands tightly while walking through the path, which was very creepy. They were walking while the sound kept increasing as he held Tae's hands tightly. They come to an end as they stopped as they looked at each other while they were about to turn around to go back. But they stopped when they heard the sound from back. Jungkook, no, don't turn around. The ghost will eat us. He shut his eyes tightly as Tae assured him while turning around as he saw someone running away. Tae, hey, who are you? Wait. Jungkook, what are you doing? Are you welcoming the ghost to us? Tae, but wait. If it was ghost, then why it had run away? Jungkook, I don't know. But look at this place. It's completely changed. Come on, let's escape from here. With others, Hobie was in middle with Aram and Jin beside him. They heard bangle sound from the room as they gulped while standing there. Jin, J-Hope, go and open. Hobie, your elder Jin Hyung, you go and open. Jin, so what if I'm elder? You go and open. Hobie, tell your man to open. He is not afraid of anything, right? Jin, Juni, Aram. Fine. He said in a low voice as he opened the door slowly and saw the chair swinging on his own. He gulped while going towards it as Jin nudged him to go. He stopped the chair as he saw the window open as he sighed looking at it and turned back and said, Aram, it's just the wind, guys, he said looking at them who were turned froze while looking at him. Both screamed, running away as Aram stood there clueless as he turned back and saw a black thing coming to him. He stood there froze as Jin came back, dragging him away. Yoongi, what happened? He asked when he saw Namjin Hope coming to them running. Jin, ghost, we saw it. Let's go from here. Jimin, didn't I told you that something is not correct here? Hobie, run, it's coming. They all run downstairs, running to the main door and run away outside. But Yoongi stood there not moving. Jimin, Yoongi, come, let's go. Yoongi, look there. He pointed his fingers at front as they looked and they were still in upstairs. Jimin, but we come outside. How? Jin, we are trapped. Yoongi, where is Tae and Jungkook? They wiped their eyes when they heard a scream as they ran inside. They saw Tae and Jungkook inside a room looking at something. Yoongi, guys, are you alright? He went towards them but frowned, not hearing anything. He looked at where they were looking and stood there frozen, seeing the pic on the wall. Everyone come there to them and looked at where they were looking. They stood there looking at the pic, which was framed as it was the pic of two persons in a wedding dress. But what shocked them more is they exactly looked like the youngest of them. Suddenly the lights come and they can see the picture more clearly. There were many pictures inside the room. Soon Taekook fainted as the Hyungs catched them while placing them on the bed. Jin, let's go from here. But the door shut closed as Hobie went to open the door. Hobie, it's closed. He sighed as Yoongi looked at the mirror which had something written. He went close to the mirror looking at it. Don't go, please. Don't take them away. I won't let you take them away. He stumbled back as the mirror broke into pieces, shattering on the floor. To be continued. Thank you for watching, guys. If you like my story, please like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to comment, guys. See you in next part. Bye bye.